Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dee and I am a self-published author. I have published one book called The Christening, and if you've been following along, you know that I have taken it down and I'm doing a full rewrite of the book, and I will have that out to you guys here in January of 2026. And I'm so excited because a lot of things have changed, and I just can't wait for everybody to read it and see the difference, I guess. I don't know. I just can't wait for everybody to read it, and I hope that you enjoy it and it just gets spread around the world. And yeah. So I just recorded this entire video and it was not recording my voice. Don't know why. The sound was out for whatever reason. It's like the first half of the video had no sound, and then the second half of the video had sound. Like, why? So welcome to my winter arc video where we are locking in for the winter. There are technically 2.5 months left until 2026, and there are a lot of things that need to be done in that time frame. So these are my rules for winter. Rule number one that I have set for myself is to study every night. I need to study. I need to pass this certification. If you have been following me, you know that I have been studying for my CompTIA A+ certification. And no, I have not taken the exam yet. It has been a rough 2 weeks, and I have not been able to put in the time that I've wanted to, and it's stressing me out. It really is. And I really need to buckle down and to get this done and over with. I wanted to finish last month, and that just didn't happen. And now my mentor, she's like, you doing okay? Do you need tutoring? Do you need this and that and whatever? And I greatly appreciate her so much. But it's really the fact that I need to push myself more. So we are going to study. I made a Quizlet exam for myself. If you use Quizlet, you know that you can upload like your study guide or any type of materials that you have, and you can create your own quizzes and flashcards and whatnot. So that's what I did. I took the CompTIA study guide that they had available and I just uploaded it into Quizlet, and Quizlet made its own like test for me. Oh my gosh. I keep getting like air trapped in my chest when I'm talking because I don't talk that much, and I've said this so many times. One day I'll get used to it and I'll learn how to breathe right, but we'll see. Maybe. Who knows? Huh. Anyways, yes. So I want to get that certification done and over with. I am tired of worrying about it. I want to move on. And these two classes, I thought they were two different classes, but they're both the same. One is the CompTIA Core 2 and the other one's CompTIA Core 1. A lot of people do the Core 2 first, and that's what they're having me do. So it's all the same exam, but all part of the same exam. It's just in two parts. So once I'm finished with this class, I can just take the exam and be done with the next one. So I'm not too worried about that part. I honestly thought I'd had 2 more classes to finish by the end of December, and it's really just one big class wrapped in 2 parts. So I want to be done with that by the end of October. I am hoping to schedule my exam for next week and be done with it, to be honest. Like, it's so much stress and I have so much going on, but we're going to lock in and we are going to get through it. Rule number 2 that I have for myself this winter is to finish the rewrite of The Christening. You guys know it's on all of my goal videos, everything. This is priority. It comes second. It is top tier because there's so much that I want you guys to read. And some of you may have read my original copy of The Christening. And if you read this second edition, I'm not going to say completely different, but there's a lot that has changed, especially in the plot. I had to fix things and turn things around to make it make sense, to tie it together more seamlessly, but also it was falling into a trope that I didn't think about when I wrote it, and then I started thinking about it, and I was like, I don't really like this. And then I read another book and I saw how this author used the trope and kind of turned it into something not as creepy, I guess you could say. And I decided to kind of do the same thing and turn it around. So I am hoping that you guys enjoy this twist. I think it makes a better read for the book, a little more exciting, a little more grasping. But the rewrite has to be done. It needs to be done by January. I'm hoping to re release the book not only as the second edition, but I want it to be a special second edition, just like a grand launch of it all because everything is really come together in this book. And I feel like this is it. This is what it is. And I just want to make it great and memorable, not only for myself, but for you all for this relaunch of it. And I want to do some giveaways and I want to have some gifts for you guys as well as readers and just show my appreciation for those who are following me on this journey and those that are interested in reading my dark fantasy. If you don't know, here it is. So this was the original and my name has changed, so that's going to be completely different. But I do want to eventually clean up the cover art as well. And I don't know, it needs to stand out more. It doesn't stand out for me yet. And I've been contemplating this and struggling over it. I've been working with concepts and different designs, but I think I just need to finally give in and hire somebody to do it and just send it out and get something better. You know what I mean? But the christening is kind of a coming of age story, you could say. It follows our main character, and she learns that her father is an archangel and that her uncle is Lucifer, and that this war is erupting between heaven and hell. And when she comes into her abilities, she learns also that she is technically this prophesized savior, but she goes through, love and betrayal, and she's finding out all these secrets and things that have been going on. Now she can't judge between the truth and the lies and what's right and what's wrong, and everything's just twisted and upside down for her. And she has to decide to take what she's given and save humanity, or if she's just going to let them all fall to their own darkness. So we'll see how that goes. I hope I explained that pretty well. I don't know. It's hard to talk about my book. Moving on. Rule number 3 for me is going to be to work on my fitness. I fell off completely. And I've been fluctuating between like 20 pounds or so, up and down for the last few months. And I've gotten up to a significant number that I don't want to be at right now. And I've let everything go. My eating is terrible. I don't move as much as I used to. I used to go to the gym like 5 days a week, and now I don't even have a gym membership anymore because of everything. I just canceled it. I don't have the time. I don't have the money. So I'm just not doing that. But I did get myself a stationary bike here in my house, and I have some equipment that I can get my cardio in and do some like calisthenics and mobilities and stretches so that I can get my body moving again and get this weight off. But also, I have celiac disease and I need to eat a certain way, which I have not been doing, and I have been just destroying my body. If you don't know, celiac, certain foods cause high inflammation in your body. And you get like fibromyalgia, psoriasis, acne, gut problems, and it's just a nightmare. So I know it's really bad when I just can't get out of bed. And I'm just, I don't want to say lethargic, but I feel heavy. I feel just nasty, and I just don't want to move. And I just want to cry. And like I can feel every injury that I've ever had in my body because my joints just hurt so much. So I initially want to lose 30 pounds. That is my goal. But we're going to start with just moving and getting more active, and we'll see where things go from there. All right. So rule number 5. Oh, no. Rule number 4. Rule number 4 is going to be to read more. I'm already reading a lot more than I used to, but I need to read even more. I got to get through my books. But it's not just about getting through my TBR or anything like that. it's also about opening up a more creative channel for me. I feel like reading helps me write a lot more, especially when I get like writer's block or like I come up to a plot twist that I don't know how to solve, or maybe trying a new genre, trying a new genre, and trying to learn what voice I want to use in that book, or what kind of tone should be set with that type of genre. Which leads me to number 5 is to work on my next book, little surprise book that I have for you guys. And it is not fantasy. It's not like this dark fantasy like The Christening. It is a thriller novel. It's going to be like You Meets Dexter. That's the kind of concept that it is. And I'm not going to go too much more into it, but I hope to have that book ready and released to you guys after I have released The Christening. So that will be my next published book, and I can't wait. Okay, so rule number 6 that I have set for myself this winter is to wake up at 5:30. And when I say wake up at 5:30, I mean actually get up because I am already awake in the morning. I do have kids, I have to get them ready for school. But the thing is that I go back to sleep. So I want to wake up, get up, stay up, and get things done. So my plan is at 5:30 to get up and to do cardio. I'll get on the stationary bike and do like 30 minutes of that, and then get my son up, get him ready, my youngest, get him ready, start getting some work done, whether it's around the house or with my writing or with my schoolwork. I'll need to put in some work. And then the other two will be up and getting ready. They're more self-efficient, so I don't have to worry about that, just making sure they wake up. And then in the meantime, before I go to work, if I have to work that day, because I do work a full time job, I'll put in more work as far as writing or maybe making content or anything that I need to do and get done for that week. So, waking up at 5:30. Also, I do want to start getting to bed at a more reasonable time. I used to fall asleep around like 9, 10 o'clock at night, but since I have so much piled on, that's just not the case anymore. So I can still go to sleep around like 11 or 12 and wake up at 5:30 and be perfectly fine. But I would really like to prioritize sleep. I don't know. I've never really been a good sleeper, so we'll see. I'm not really going to set a huge goal or a rule for winter to go to bed earlier, but I'm just going to listen to my body on that one. Because, like I said, I could go to sleep at 3 o'clock in the morning, wake up at 5, and be perfectly fine. My body is weird. I don't know. Sleep and me are not cool. It can betray me. It can really betray me. So, moving on. Rule number 7 that I have set for myself is to post every single day. Now, I already do this on TikTok and I am trying to on Instagram. I just don't want it to be like redundant, like the same stuff on all the platforms, which is really hard. But I think at the moment, it's what's working for me. Eventually, when I get more time or set up a better system, I'll be able to coordinate with different content on different platforms. But I am posting on TikTok, Instagram. My Instagram posts to Threads and Facebook. And then I post here on YouTube. I do want to get you guys long form videos more often. It is a lot harder, especially being here on YouTube with full-time job, school, and the kids. It's harder to film these videos and then edit them and get them posted for you. But I'm going to try. I'm going to set a schedule, hopefully, maybe, and get this stuff done because it's important. And I really want to build a following and build a community with you guys and share these stories and just overall change, And the job that I'm in right now is not where I'm meant to stay for the rest of my life. Ooh. And I'd rather be doing things that I love and profiting off of my dreams and things I'm passionate about instead of being a slave to the system, pretty much. And number 8, my last rule is, don't laugh, but to drink more water. Yes, to drink more water. This goes along with the fitness goal, but the reason why it's a separate rule is because I like, whether it's for health reasons or not, I don't drink enough water. I like live on coffee and energy drinks, which is really bad, especially for my kidneys. So I need to drink more water, incorporate more water into my life. And I have my water bottle somewhere. I just gotta find it and just fill it up and just keep it next to me and just drink that all day. So for the winter, that is my winter arc, my winter lock-in. We are going to be doing this for 3 months. We are really going to lock in and get these goals completed because there's no time to waste. I'd rather sacrifice the next 2.5 months and do the things I'm supposed to do and be ahead and be where I want to be than go into 2026 still the same as 2025 with nothing completed and nothing accomplished, if you understand that. But I hope you guys join me for the ride and for the journey. And please comment if you have your own winter arc, what rules you're setting, if you agree with anything, or if you have the same goals as I do. Maybe you're writing a book or you have some type of project that you're working on. Let me know, share, let's talk, let's build a community. Like I said, that's what we're here for. But I will catch you guys in the next video. See you later.